Alright folks, welcome to another beer review. Probably in a stained t-shirt, but it is what it is. Beautiful day today. Just a little bit busy though, so can't fully enjoy it. But taking a little bit of a break to have a quick beer. And I have already reviewed this, but it was ages ago. It's like really early review. But it's Tiny Rebel's Clwb Tropicana. Tropical IPA, 5.5% ABV. Eye is golden hazy. Nose is mango pineapple. Taste is tropical. So, yeah, 440ml can. Pick this up in my local Asda. Now, I don't know, it's not a love-hate relationship with Tiny Rebel, but I don't know. Just got to put it out there, I think they're quite an inconsistent brewery. For me personally, and some of the like silly tongue-in-cheek more adventurous beers, it's like any brew really, it doesn't always work, does it? But yeah, so I'm not on the bandwagon of hating Tiny Rebel just because it's Tiny Rebel, because I've had some great beers from them, but there's a lot that I've had recently where I'm just like, I can only be honest, do you know what I mean? And it's like, what went wrong there? But from what I remember, when I first reviewed it, I enjoyed this, and I have had it a couple of times since then. But yeah, anyway, well, I said Clwb Tropicana, Clwb Tropica. Has it always been Tropica? Or have they been like, I know Tiny Rebel are always, and this is what I do respect them for, they're always on the cusp of getting a cease and desist. With some of their beers, but has it always been Clwb Tropica? Or did it used to be called Clwb Tropicana, like the Wham song? I don't know. But yeah, they are a bit of a, when it comes to their like gimmicky sort of beers that do, you know what Aldi do with like big brands, and then, yeah, it's all fun. But the important thing is, what's the beer like in the glass? And, you know, they've even got attacked by, is it the Portman Group? Now, listen, right, if you're of that sensibility that you get paid to be on a, I don't, is it a governing body? I don't know what sort of organisation it is. But if that's your life, going, oh, that looks too appealing to children, it's like, you're fucking sad. You're sad, pathetic. You probably have to buy specially made shoes because you're so fucking old with your hammer toes. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, what is going on? No kid is going to buy that because it's in the beer aisle. And if it's in the beer aisle, well, a kid might try and buy it, because I was, you know, underage once trying to buy alcohol. Didn't always work. Sometimes you had to rely on, and it's very questionable, especially this day and age, random members of the public to pick up your alcohol, which did work sometimes. But yeah, and plus, do you know what? If a kid does buy it, then it's not the brewery's fault. It's the shop's fault for not following through with the ID policies. It's the parents' fault for not raising the kids properly. And overall, it's society's fault. Rant over. But it just seems like entitled fucking elderly social justice warrior fuddy-duddies. Yeah, fuddy-duddies. How much of a Tory do I sound? I hate the Tories, by the way. But in the same breath, I hate Labour. I hate the Lib Dems. I hate the Green Party. I hate the SNP. I hate whatever political parties. I mean, I don't blindly hate political parties, because I firmly believe in people actually being sensible and voting for their independence, especially in their local, not independence, that's a dirty word, isn't it, recently, but independent like politicians and parties. Because that's the only way you're going to get a change, because Labour and the Tories, they're the fucking same. I hate to break it to you. They're just the fucking same. And yeah, somehow we've gone from that to that to that to that. But anyway, I digress. Just annoy as many people as you can in your videos. Listen, I work in customer service, right? For a very specific age bracket. And I can tell you now, Sid Vicious was right. So anyway, but I didn't need to work in customer service to know that people are like that. Because people make this world such a shittier place. Sometimes they make it a better place. But fundamentally, life is awful. It's cruel. You lose people. Bad things happen to you. It's up to you to make that life worth living, because life is fundamentally miserable. Conceptually and in an evolutionary sense, life is cruel. So, fuck off. And I'm spilling beer everywhere. I just want to fucking punch a wall. I don't really. I don't have anger issues. Anyway, beer in the glass then. Moving swiftly back onto topic. It looks a bit darker because the lighting's not very good, because the window's there, but it's just a wall there. And you're in a cupboard, because I've lost my tripod. How the fuck do you lose a tripod? But nice and hazy, lemony. As I said, looks a bit more darker on camera just due to lighting. Head dissipated as I was going on that bitchy rant. So let's see what we get on the nose. And it definitely has a pineapple smell. Little hint of guava, soft lemon. There's almost like a mint leaf sort of character as well. It smells very, very nice. It smells as if it could be like a tart. You know, as opposed to like fruit, but like a tart, because it's got a nice bit of sugariness to it. Sweetness, sugariness, sweetness. Sugary means sweet. You prick. But yeah, it smells like you've opened a box of Mr. Kipling fruit tarts. And from this tart to another, let's just give it a taste. Don't make any connotations like that. First flavour I got was Roundtree's Fruit Pastels. And this is what I'm going to say now, because it seems like I've bashed Tiny Rebel. I've got no reason to bash Tiny Rebel. But a lot of the time, very synthetic tasting. And I think I'm getting that with this. Now, I don't know if they've used puree or anything like that in this, or if it's like fruited, or if it's just from the hops. Tropical fruit concentrate, yeah. So basically, it's got a little bit of this going on with it. Still very nice, fruity, nice and summery. It's not offensive by any stretch. God, you really can notice my tits in this t-shirt. But yeah, it's just... And I do get this a lot from Tiny Rebel. The syntheticness just takes over a little bit. Body is nice and easy drinking. It's a relatively low or small mouthfeel. Mid. No, what would be a good word for it? It's not watery by any stretch. But yeah, it's just... The syntheticness leaves a little bit of an aftertaste. But do you know what? Gets the job done. If it was well, it is a bit warm. It's not blistering hot today. Just one can of that do. If you drank a few more, I think it would get a little bit sickly. But no, that's not bad at all. I'm glad that I revisited this, to be honest. I'm really doubting whether I should upload this review. But yeah, I just get so sick and tired of, and I'm guilty of it. I'm a pathetic person at the best of times. I'm just like, oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, I'm socially anxious. Oh, but I don't know. It's just like people are so pathetic nowadays. Do you know what I mean? And it's because of my own generation that this world is just a, oh, did it hurt your feelings? It's like, yes, move on, get over it. Do you know what I mean? Clwb Tropica, mess of a review. If I didn't sound all right already, I definitely do now. But no, I'm actually quite liberal with my beliefs. I just think people should take responsibility for themselves. Do you know what I mean? And not fucking grass on someone for making a slightly off-kilter joke on Twitter, which now they're really sort of like taking a step back, aren't they, the police, which I think is a good thing, because there's a difference between an actual hate crime and something silly on like Twitter or a passing comment or a joke, because we don't like jokes anymore. See, the problem is, right, even though I'm not that sort of person, you can look through my, now listen to me, you can look through my subscriptions list. I am subscribed to GB News, Jim Davidson. I think I might be still subscribed to Tommy Robinson, but that's just like, you know, I'm interested to see what these people are saying, because I'm not a soft arse and want people to be like pushed underground. Fuck off, Peter, you fucking